The opinion stated on this podcast is not representation of the NFL or its affiliated teams. We're just two high school friends who love football, and we allow our favorite football team to affect our mental health during the football season.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Echoes from the Nest podcast. This is episode 4.
4.
We, we, we
You gotta do the full introduction. You
uh,
gotta introduce your name for
it's
our
your
first
boy.
time listeners.
You're right. It's your boy JC.
And I am Kierra. And today, as we know, mandatory minicamp has started.
Mm-hmm.
And there has been a lot of reports in regards to like the players who have been shining in the OTAs. So, based on Ravens.com, they said that Nate Wiggins, Zay Flowers, Zion Young, Mike Green, Jalen Hawkins, Keandre Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
Vega Ione. That's it, right? Devontae Walker, Josh Cuevas.
It's Chavez.
It's Chavez. Okay. And Trey Henderson has definitely shined in OTAs. So, what do you feel about that? We see a lot of defensive players.
Mm-hmm.
We see an O lineman. What do you feel about this upcoming Raven season?
So, just the pure talk about what's going on around there sounds really, really good. The buzz sounds good. Jalen Hawkins being on this list is really nice. Knowing that we went and got him from the Patriots to bring him over to be a good piece to use here that's really nice to hear. Vega, I kind of said this before. I'm not even putting him on list because I watched him play at Penn State. He was a nasty dude there.
To be clear, that is his college team, Penn
Yes.
State.
Yes. He was a nasty dude there. He gonna be a nasty dude in the league. I know he is. He's just, the guy's a unit. But the name that really, really started jumping off the screen to me, Mr. Jackson, Kadori Jackson, right? Keandre Jackson, sorry. Man, they're talking about him being like the next iteration of CoCap, but he feels like he could take it to another level. Like CoCap was great, right?
That's Anthony Levine, y'all.
Right. So, CoCap, Anthony Levine, who's our special teams coordinator, says he sees a lot of himself in Mr. Jackson, which is great because you're like, okay, well, that guy was actually a corner piece in our special teams. And then when he got on the field and had to make some plays, he did go out there and help out. So that's good to hear that you got another guy that you can work with. It being a crap ton of defensive players on this list, that's really good.
Birdman Road.
It's really good to hear. We just talked about how bad we got beat up on our defense last year.
Even Roquan felt the same way.
And somebody commented on one of our posts and made a very good point. You have to have a perfect marriage between your pass rush and your cornerback play for the cornerback play to even matter. So shout out to the people that's, listening and commenting. But that is a fact. That is a football fact. You can't have one without the other. It just doesn't bear fruit.
So that means that Lamar was tearing up the defense in practice last year.
I wouldn't put it past him. It sounds like Lamar does the same thing every year in practice, which no one really talks about. But if you go back and look at all of his years in practice, there's times where they talk about him throwing interceptions in practice, and then we get out there and we see him during the regular season. He hardly throws interceptions. So it's like, I think in practice, he does exactly what you want your quarterback to do. Take some chances. Find out what you got. Right?
And make sure that you are making each other better.
Correct.
And that one season where Lamar had 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions the year that he should have won MVP. I said MEV. Edit.
No, leave it alone. I want that to stay there. I'm clipping one of these and making these one of our nice little reels. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
See, I lost my train of thought. But no, both sides of the ball need to make each other better. And when you have a great defense, it forces the offense to be better for those times when we are playing actual good defenses.
Right.
They don't have the same line of sight into our playbook the same way that our defense has. But if we can pick up certain like defensive plays or calls immediately and know when Lamar needs to audible real quick or something like that, change the play at the line of scrimmage, it's just something that we have to do. And I feel like Lamar may have more of that flexibility with the offense this year.
I hope so, and I hope that if that's the case, that he actually takes it right and uses
Hmm.
it. It's not enough just to have it; you got to have it and use it, right? So
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
Yeah. And a lot of the players are loving Coach Mentor's energy. I think because of the fact that Coach Mentor is younger, he's coming from the newer generation of this new era of football.
Hmm.
They love to match his energy. You know, he already got them having like the friendly competition during like OTAs and during practice. And with him calling plays, I do see the defense being like top notch this year.
I mean,
Any notch is better than last year.
there you go. I was about to say, I do hope that they can piggyback off of his energy coming in, but I also can't miss sight of Anthony Weaver being in there. And I told
Yeah.
y'all in like the first episode when I said just hearing him talk, his
Mhm.
energy, the way he talks makes you like it's almost like Ray Lewis esque, right? It
Mhm.
makes you like, man, I'm about to run through a wall, bro. Like
Yeah.
when you hearing him give his speeches and talking, it's like, bro, this dude makes me want to ball out right
Makes me want to
now.
put on pads.
Right. So
And
that's
Anthony
crazy.
Weaver is one of the reasons why Calais Campbell said he re-signed with us this year in
That's a
his
fact.
19th year. Like he said that Anthony Weaver was one of his favorite coaches,
Hmm.
and he wanted to come back and play. So that means that the Ravens need to have a Super Bowl run this year. We have no choice. This is going to be Calais' last year.
Yeah, that's what he said. But he also said he said that last year.
Oh, true.
So
I mean, but wouldn't you want to not have your last year be what the Dolphin season was when he was with the Dolphins?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want that, but again, he moved around a little bit.
Yeah.
So he got a chance to play on not so good teams, good teams. Um, yeah. So I mean, yeah. Yeah, I would argue that he may not retire after this. He
Hmm.
may retire after this. I think it's really going to depend on like what happens, right? The ceiling of the season for him.
Yeah. Now let's go back to some of these young defensive players. So Mike Green was on the Lounge, which is the Ravens official podcast.
Correct.
And one of the things that he was talking about how like he feels like the defense can now be an attack versus being conservative.
Hmm.
What does that mean to the people who may not know?
So I mean, if you look at what we did over the last couple of seasons, our ends or our edge rushers, whichever you want to call them, outside linebackers, edge rushers, or ends, they weren't getting a lot of quarterback sacks or anything. And that's because, based on what he was saying, it sounds like they were playing more of a contained set of defense. So they were running down and trying to make sure the quarterback didn't run out. But we got a couple of guys that are like, pin your ears back and go get them, right?
Right.
And we weren't allowing them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I kind of get what he was saying, because if you go look at Adafe Owe, you know, first half of the season, he's doing nothing. We
Nothing.
sent him over there with Jesse Minter, and Jesse Minter is like,
Made a dog.
I guess you could say he was catering to what his ability is
Mm-hmm.
and allowed him to just go do that. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's exactly what he was saying. Like now, it's like when Mike Green is on the field and it's an obvious pass play, or it's just a play in a backfield. Mike Green now has the freedom to say, I'm a dog, I can get in the backfield, I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah.
Right? Versus, okay, guys, just make sure nobody gets outside of you.
Mm.
All right.
I just I be trying to understand that mindset because even Mike Green said that coaching philosophy from last year was not best fit for that version of the Ravens.
Hmm.
Like he felt like other players were not supposed to be put into like the position that they would be more successful in. Because like yes, for certain quarterbacks, containing them works on the field,
Right.
but other quarterbacks like y'all had Aaron Rodgers looking like a Pro Bowl quarterback,
Hey,
and the
listen.
man is 40. Like,
Right. And that's exactly what I think he meant. Like,
yeah,
why we not teeing off on these people that ain't gonna go nowhere?
right,
Where they going?
right,
And what running back did we fear from the Pittsburgh Steelers? Let's just go tee off on everybody in the backfield.
exactly,
Like,
exactly.
so I think that's exactly what he meant. Like, bro, give us the freedom to do what we do best. Mike Green came into this league as a guy who was just getting sacks all over the place in college. Why are we
Hmm.
not letting him loose? Let him
Right.
go. Let him
Yeah.
go get the quarterback. That's what he does. And if the quarterback hand it off, guess what? He's already in the backfield. Let him get a chance to get a tackle for loss.
That's what Terrell said.
TFL.
That's what Terrell Suggs said. Like he said, we need to go back to that old Ravens identity,
Mm-hmm.
which means your quarterback may not finish the game. We never want anybody to get hurt. Nothing like that. But dog, come on. Like again, y'all had Aaron Rodgers out there looking like 2015 Aaron Rodgers. Like, come on, let's be for real. And like, let's go back to the defense versus the offense and how both sides of the ball need to make each other better.
Right.
Anthony Weaver said Declan Doyle is a human computer when it comes to the offense.
That's high praise.
Yes, that's very high praise. And like, even Zay Flowers called him a genius. And like, he's seen stuff like play routes that he's never seen before. Like, having these fresh eyes with the offense, with Lamar, with Derrick Henry. Then we have Adam Randall coming up behind Derrick Henry. Where do you think our offense is going to like rank in the scoring percentages?
So, I mean, if we're talking like just pure offense, like offensive total numbers, I'm thinking that this offense has the potential, because you got Lamar Jackson, number one, to
Mm-hmm.
always be in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
But if they can actually execute what they perceive to be our offense going into this, because even today, Lamar was saying how the offense it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks fresh. It looks fun. If what they think it's going to be actually comes to fruition, man, we're talking at least at worst the second best offense in the NFL.
Yeah.
And if that defense can be anything like Jesse Minter had them Chargers playing last season,
Mm-hmm.
with, I think, better positional weapons than the Chargers.
Right.
Like, I don't mind what the Chargers had over there, but I think we do have a little bit more dog on our side this year.
Mm-hmm.
If we can do anything with that and turn that into a top 5, man, top 5 defense and the top 2 offense, because I can't see anything less than 2 if they can actually execute what
Right.
they got, because you got Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. And then on top of that, like when you think about last year, what we were 30th in scoring, which is embarrassing.
Right.
Embarrassing.
Listen,
Don't I pay way too much for my season tickets this year. Y'all were 3-6 at home. Don't piss me off. Like,
listen. A lot of that goes to the same things though. Like when they don't have Lamar, the scoring just,
yeah,
completely plummets,
yeah.
which is, you know, very much so a testament to what Lamar Jackson can do.
The
Right.
greatness that he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Doyle did say that he was going to test calling plays from the booth.
Oh,
And I know you have some very strong feelings about that.
listen. I said this before. I'll say it again. I think that coaches need to be right there with their players, seeing the same thing their players are seeing, talking to their players about what they're seeing, having that straightforward conversation. I don't think picking up the phone is the right way. Now, he said he was going to test both ways,
Mm-hmm.
see what he likes best. But I mean, if you guys watch Ravens Wire already, you've seen him standing behind the plays, calling the plays, and looking at it and saying what he like. I think that he should really look at the fact that I like seeing it this close. Even
Right.
when he was coaching the guys up, when he said, "Hey, L, step out. Let me get this together."
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean by being able to put your hands on the players, though.
Mm-hmm.
If you're up in the booth, you can't do that.
Right.
But down on the field, you can say, "Hey, L, hold on, get out the way. Y'all, what are y'all doing? This ain't
Mm-hmm.
tight enough."
Holding
L
them
should just be
accountable.
walking in and just saying a couple words, and we good to go. Let's
Right.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I think that's what was missing last year too. Because Monken called from the booth. He had them play cards in his pants for every practice, but he was in the booth. So what you going to do about it?
Right.
And then so Baltimore finished last season with 332.2 yards per game, which was the lowest in Jackson's 8 NFL seasons. And we already see how Lamar has improved on his deep ball.
Mm-hmm.
My boy Waffle House had the deepest reception so far in OTAs.
Mm-hmm.
And with Declan being the human computer, I think we should average at least 30 points per game. This is a high scoring NFL era now. We don't have those hardcore defenses that we used to have back in like the early 2000s.
Mm.
The year that we won the Super Bowl, like we don't have those, oh, they are never going to score. Like our quarterback, the quarterback era has expanded so much. You have quarterbacks that can run, that can pass the ball, all this kind of thing. So, and let's see. Now back to our defense. The last two times we won the AFC North, we led the AFC North in sacks. This year we did not. We did not win the AFC North. And how do you think that we are going to try to improve that outside of making sure that we get to the quarterback?
So I really think that it's going to come with different tactics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, I said this earlier about that perfect marriage between the defensive backs and our defensive line. But you also bolstered it, like we talked about Calais Campbell having what 5.5 or 6.5 sacks last season on a team that wasn't doing well. So
Right.
if you could do that, that means there wasn't a whole lot of opportunities for the quarterback to have to drop back and make passes,
Right.
which means in general, he just was getting back there at timely, right? Then Travis Jones, who we know on our Raven squad, had what about 5 sacks last season from the
Yep.
inside.
He was leading the whole team.
So if we bring Calais Campbell, who if he plays like a shell of himself, where he said that, I mean, in his interview that he should be playing somewhere between 30 and 40 snaps, which is good, right, for
Mm-hmm.
his age. But if he can
Is he
give us
39 or 40?
he's 39. He'll be
Okay.
40 during the season.
Okay.
But if he can give us 4 sacks, and Travis Jones can mirror his numbers from last year, about 4 sacks, and now that we're talking about letting those edge defenders and them outside linebackers pin their ears back, if they
Mm-hmm.
can combine for at minimum 20 sacks, we're talking about already being in that 30 sack range early, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think these guys, if they are let loose and they're able to do it, and then Namdi, whenever he returns, we know he can get to the quarterback as well. So you're talking about rotating these guys that can get to the quarterback. You almost have a full forefront that can get to the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
It can be nasty. So I do think that they can return to that. And I think that, what the Ravens started relying on was the fact that we could get interior sacks and that we didn't have to send them edges, which is why they were playing conservative, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that they're right. You can't just play conservative, man. We gotta. If I can send just my 4 down linemen and tell them to all go get the quarterback, I love that.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to back off and just be like, okay, just make sure he doesn't get past us.
Yeah. And as Rokon said, that is not the defensive standard for things.
Right.
Rokon got on his press conference and was up there laying it down, but also showing that he's in way better shape than he was last season.
Thank God. Thank God.
Don't
No,
do that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Don't do
Now
that.
you snort.
Edit.
No, we leaving your snort in there. Stop trying to take stuff out of my conversation.
Because you said it so smoothly. Thank God.
I mean, hey, listen. No, man. From the beginning of the voluntary OTAs to now, his body composition looks way better.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks way better than it did last season
Yeah.
altogether, right?
He was looking like Stone Cold, hitting them bids like.
But I said this yesterday. There has to be a correlation, like you say, about how things happen. There's a correlation between not feeling well in this system
Yeah.
and then feeling great about what you're in, right? So
Mm-hmm.
again, going back to him coming in voluntary OTAs, still looking a little round,
Mm.
all right. But then by the time we get to him doing his press conference the other day, he looks leaner,
Mm-hmm.
right? That tells me that you're buying in, right?
Right.
Because I know a coach said to him, "Hey,
Like, what's up?
let's get you to your Pro Bowl self." As a matter of fact, Jesse Minter actually said that. Let's get him back to the old Roquan. He
Mm-hmm.
believes that that's what's coming out of him. So if you're saying that all that means to me is you looked at him last year and said, "That's not the Pro Bowl Roquan.
Right.
That's not him."
Right.
And then you're talking about he don't
Yeah,
want
it ain't had
to
nothing to do with Patrick Queen.
Please. Patrick Queen might not have a job by the time the season starts. Patrick Queen is a see ball, get ball guy. I don't have nothing against him, but that's what he is.
Yeah.
See ball, get ball.
Mm-hmm.
He is a will linebacker, not a Mike. I don't give a crap what nobody says.
Okay, so can we break down Will versus Mike
So the
linebacker?
Mike, so essentially the Mike linebacker, his job is to get everybody in position. He normally
Mhm.
calls the plays and whatnot.
Oh, like
Now,
a Mike.
correct, like a Mike,
Okay.
that makes it, yes, that makes it very much. But generally speaking, he will wear the mic. Not always. There are
Mhm.
teams that use their safety, like the Chargers used Derwin James last year a
Mhm.
lot. Um, but usually the Mike linebacker is the guy who has the mic in and he's relaying the calls because he's organizing the defense.
Mhm.
Patrick Queen being a will linebacker, he's literally just doing what he's told, right? Not trying to
Mm.
communicate, not trying to get everything
Yeah.
set.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's not his
Yeah.
job. That's not him.
Yeah.
And even with the Steelers last season, I know they started saying it too. That's why he's in a contract situation, but ain't no talk about what they're gonna do as far as an extension. It's more like he might be walking.
Mm.
If these guys that they drafted and undrafted can show, he probably is gonna walk.
Yeah. Well.
And don't no, you're not welcome. No, don't even
Don't
think
come
about
back
it.
here. Especially after all that mess he was talking. And
What?
then you went to the ops.
But then talk. I mean, he was
He was
talking
talking
greasy.
trash.
He
Like
talking about he went to the Steelers because he want to be able to win a playoff game. Excuse me, sir.
and so haven't. And the first time you went to the playoffs with the Sailors, who sent you home?
Right,
The Ravens.
right. Like I'm.
Yeah.
It's just like what? What are we talking about, good brother?
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean that's your boy. I never
That
really
ain't my
cared for
boy.
Patrick Queen. Um, yeah.
Yeah. He's a cornball. Okay. All right, that's enough.
Good.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, another thing that has been showing up on Twitter is Jacoby and Marlon together. So
Oh my
first things
goodness.
first, Marlon hates our new uniforms.
Which is wild business,
And wild business for you to put on social media.
right? Like,
Like
I mean, give it to him for being
this man don't
himself.
like mac and cheese either.
Yeah, I'm about to say, give it to him for being himself. I mean, he is he is who he is. I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave it at that.
Yeah.
Listen, Marlon and Jacoby, y'all gonna have some fun.
They're going to have some fun.
Y'all gonna have some fun. I can see that for sure. And the rest of the team is gonna be like, y'all stay over there.
Like that one time he went on the Victory Live. It wasn't it after we was like 0-2 and Lamar was mad. Like, don't put the camera in my face.
Yeah.
Like, please go sit down.
Lamar don't really be for all of the extra stuff. He just, like he said again several times over, he just wants to win.
Yeah, that's all he
He
wants.
just
to
wants
do.
to win. Whatever that looks like, he just wants to.
And I feel like he's at this point he's not gonna be satisfied until he gets his ring.
No, facts. I really believe that's all he wants right now is to win. That's it.
Yeah.
But man, I do know that we didn't really dive into this. We did talk about people shining, but we didn't talk about the fact that at day one, because I know I've seen a lot of reports about who wasn't there and who wasn't practicing. Well, I know that Jesse Minter came to the podium and said, everybody is here. Whether they practiced or not, everybody is here, right?
Which is good. That's
Right.
good
He was
sign.
like, some guys are, getting treatments, some guys are getting ready, some guys are dealing with a little bit of injuries, of course, and then of course they hit him with the NAMD question. He's like,
Yeah.
well, that's a little different.
Right.
But he did say, we're hoping to try to get him back by training camp. That's major.
That is very major.
That's
for
major.
someone with a neck injury, and
Right.
he hasn't played since what, week 2?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
So,
major.
I mean, and even if that means they just gonna have him on the sideline doing like preconditioning and stuff, that's still good that he is even thought of being able to come back. You know,
Yeah.
that's really good to
Because
hear.
it sounded like that was the same injury that took Zach Orr out of the NFL.
It sounds like it could have been similar. I don't know exactly what Zach Orr's was. All I know is they said if he took another major hit, it could be bad. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And then another person that has been kind of up in the air is Rashard Bateman, but he also had a baby this year. And he's been here. Like, he's been here, but I know there's been a lot of calls to trade, talking about how he hasn't really shown up and his inconsistencies. So, what do you have to say about that?
So, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I know he just had a baby. people have babies and still come to practice. Like,
I mean, this is true.
I, I don't know. I don't know if it's code for he is trying to work his way out and they trying to figure out what's the best suitor for him, or if he's really just dealing with something. Like,
Right.
but that's the thing. And this is not a knock against you, Bateman, because I'm a fan. I wanted Bateman to
I
succeed.
love Rashad Bateman.
But that's the same story every year. It's always something going on with Rashad Bateman, which takes him
Yeah.
away from the game.
Yeah.
And that can't be your legacy.
Right.
We play football, right? So you playing football, you have to be available. Literally, one of the greatest quotes ever is your best ability is your availability.
Yeah.
You can't not be running these new schemes and these new plays and
Not be
whatnot
here.
and just be like, oh yeah, when the season come, I'm gonna turn it on. These are crucial moments,
Yeah.
right?
And I also feel like that's what makes it frustrating when people are still saying that, we need to find a veteran wide receiver and stuff like that. We need to get somebody else, trade for Keon Coleman, which no, thank you. But it's like, because people like us that are so invested in the Ravens, we see Rashard's potential. But like you said, if he's not available, we can't leave that gap open just because he's not available.
Right. And I really think that, like, even in the Wired episode when he was talking to when Declan Doyle was talking to him, you know, he was like, "This is what we here for. This is what we live for." And Rashad was like, "Yeah, but okay." So, and again, if he's really hurt, that's also a problem though, because that's what we've dealt with over and over and over. You're never going to be able to be at your full self because you never have your full self available.
Right.
And that sucks because his first year, every catch was like a freaking first down. When he finally
Yep.
touched the field, every catch was like a first down. Like,
Yep. For
and
those of you who may not know, that means it was more than 10 yards.
yeah, essentially he was averaging over 10 yards a catch. But like, Bateman, we know you can be good.
Right.
I know you can be good. I'm not gonna speak for the rest of the Ravens fan base because I know there's a bunch of people who are like, nope, off with his head.
Yeah.
But
When all I'm going to say is that Kyle was not wrong when he said the Ravens fans were spoiled.
absolutely not.
He was not wrong. And I know that caused a lot of contention. And yes, I was even one of those people that was like, yeah, we spoiled, but then y'all losing. So what's going on? But I feel like this new generation of Ravens fans who've only been around since Lamar, they don't understand the diversity that comes with football.
Yeah, they didn't, again, like you said, they ain't go through the Kyle Bowler.
They ain't go through Kyle Bowler, Anthony Wright, Troy Smith. People don't even know Troy Smith probably was on the Ravens at one point. Only reason I remember because I met him at Pier 6. Whole nother story. But it's still like everybody is not going to have that perfect year. There's going to be adversity. We're going to lose some games. That is totally normal. But when we are losing games because of coaching philosophies or because of players' lack of availability or because, we have Wink Martindale not blitzing or Zach Orr not doing nothing. Like,
oh my goodness.
Sorry. But it's like
we're gonna have to get a gun effect for you.
No, we not.
Man, the way you be shooting these shots, like we just gonna have to have somebody just come in. I'm gonna have to have one. I can just press it every time.
But that's only because us as season ticket holders, we are very invested in our team.
That's a fact.
That's money, time, gas to get to the M&T, and gas is high as hell. So it's like I want to ensure that, like, if I'm bringing my best to every home game, y'all gotta bring your best too.
Hey, it's a fair statement. I mean, the money we putting into this is you can't just scoff at. Like, we're putting good money into being loyal to this, and all we want back is some loyalty from them. Hard work, dedication, right?
Yep.
We're paying for a product to hit the field. I mean,
everybody not real fan Dan, which I saw he was in the little media thing with Lamar, but everybody's not real fan Dan. So it's like,
true.
yeah,
that's true. Well, hopefully we we have started to turn the tide. I mean, again, I'm gonna make sure I say something about it every time they go to camp and every time we come on here. But this week they did 100-yard reverse sled push as their competition.
Reverse sled push.
Yeah, so instead of like pushing it head on, they literally turned their backs, put their back up against it, and just
Oh,
backpedaled.
nah.
I thought
I
that
would have
joke,
fell.
bro. I was laughing like, bro, they're having again, they're just having fun, man.
Yeah.
They're having fun. The defense won. The offense had to, and I said this. I said they're probably gonna have to start running or something later,
Yep.
and they made them run, right?
See.
But hit the kicker to that was the defense won. Guess what they did? They ran anyway. That's where you see the
Yep.
culture start changing.
The culture is changing.
Oh,
Definitely.
I'm not gonna just let them run because this is an opportunity for me to get a little bit better. I'm gonna push myself a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Seeing your teammates go through it, and I'm gonna go through it with you.
Yep.
That is a big, big trend. Like most people that don't really know football or don't play football or have never been around the game, that's important.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
Camaraderie means a lot. Because, like you said, the offense being good and the defense being good, they work together. It's a tandem thing. If I believe my defense can go get some stuff done, I'm going to go out there and try to get some stuff done for them. I'm going to go out there and try to put up points because I believe my defense can make at least a stop.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go put up some more points to make it easier for them. Because, like you said, we want to get them sack numbers back.
Right.
Because according to the stats, when we sack a lot, we win the division, right? So that's all that perfect marriage we talking about. Bringing all of that together.
Yeah. Yeah, football is a family.
It is.
It is. It is. Well, since I wasn't able to bring up Beyonce last episode.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to shout out Sacred for helping me detangle my hair.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, I got this sleek ponytail and all of my hair from last episode, that was all my hair.
I'm hoping Beyonce sees one of these.
I am praying.
Yeah, like you need to tag her and tell her, like, listen.
I'm going to tag her in this clip.
Every time I get on my podcast, I'm gonna make sure I mention you. Listen, whatever, lady. I brought back the hat for all of the people that love it.
If I saw another comment about that hat, they were like, that hat fire. I'm like, it's all right. It's like, I'm joking.
Good. Y'all love the hats. Y'all love the jerseys. Listen, we'll definitely have other stuff. I'm definitely going to try my best to introduce different articles when I can. I mean, today I'm rocking a nice.
Yeah, I'm hating on the shirt on the low.
So
on the low,
I'm gonna try my best to find some gems and bring them all here for you guys. And I'll do my best to tell you where to get them from. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I just be clicking. It happens.
So tell the story about how you clicked the link and got that hat, and you don't remember where you got it from.
Listen, I was literally we had just left. What is that?
The draft?
No, not the draft. I got this after the draft. What the crap? The jersey reveal.
Oh.
What's the name of that?
The Flock Forum.
Yeah, the Flock Forum. But what was the name of
the Nets flight?
The pavilion. What is that thing called?
Merriweather.
There we go. Jesus Christ. I was about to call it Pier 6, but I'm like, I know it's not Pier 6.
Right.
Although they just opened Pier 6 back up. Neither here nor there. We was just leaving that. And I was just like, bro, it'd be so cool to find some next flight gear. Like, that'd be cool just to have some next flight gear. And, Big Brother's always listening. So I said something about next flight. And then next thing you know, something popped up on my phone for next flight. And then, I just hit buy.
Not clicking buy on an ad on social media is such.
Yeah, I take risks.
You're so brave.
I take risks. Oh, no worries. I use PayPal so it can scramble my card at least. I don't know. That was,
Fair enough. As long as you didn't put your card number into.
No. But I also thought about it. I'm like, it wasn't that expensive. I should have Klarna'd it. I don't even have Klarna. But
how much was the hat?
It's a good question.
Well, that concludes our episode. As always, we appreciate every comment, like, follow, repost, comment about JC's hat. Link with us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at Echoes from the Nest. Twitter is at Echoes Nest Pod. And listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And we will be back in 2 weeks. And we can't wait to see you in the stands with us.
All right, guys.
Bye.